Literally live for 5 minutes and YouTube shut my damn stream down. So fucking stupid, bro. Bro, YouTube shut my fucking stream down for no fucking reason. Yeah, I'm interested too, but they shut my shit down. I'm interested too. I was watching. What the fuck did I say? I didn't even get to react. Man, we're gonna start that over, man. We're gonna start that over. All right, let's see.
But the real incident I want to talk about is what happened in Frisco, Texas about a month ago, which was the murder of Austin Metcalf by Carmelo Anthony. And why has Donald Trump not said a single word about this issue? How long are we going to let white people be murdered in the streets before we do something?
No, I didn't.
I am tired of this.
Laughing at this young man's pain, it's very, very, very nasty, disgusting behavior. You have to understand. I hate injustices. So you're laughing at this young man's pain, and that just makes this so much worse. Honestly. Oh, my bad. Let's get to the video. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, see, I see some of you guys are laughing, but the reality is if it was the other way around, you guys would be burning down the city, if we're going to be honest here, right? Got the black one in the back screaming and laughing at him.
And I don't want to make this look like I'm
hold
a
on. Let
victim.
me, because this is the thing, because a couple of the people here are laughing at your rage.
Let me just make sure that I'm not getting my stream shut down again. If I do, let me know. All right? Let me know if I get my stream shut down again.
But I find it interesting that
we'll just
if it was the other
on
way
Kick.
around, they can burn down a city like Minneapolis over George Fentanyl. But if he goes ahead and expresses some rage, you guys laugh at him, which is interesting to me because they can't be honest about this. Where
George Fentanyl is crazy, by the way. That's very crazy. You know, that's one of those situations where I didn't want to really look into. I look into everything, but I didn't want to look into it, right? And I heard, this is what I heard. I don't know about facts, you know, but this is what I heard. The autopsy showed that he OD'd. He didn't get asphyxiated. He OD'd. He was on so much drugs when he passed away. And also, this is another thing I heard. They said he was saying, I can't breathe before the neck. You know? So very strange there. Very strange situation there. But let's continue.
there is seriously a problem in America where a small percentage of people are committing a majority of the violent crime. What? Black men account for maybe 8% of the population, but they're committing something like 50 to 60% of the violent crime, and they can't talk about this, right? So I do think that there's a problem here where we need to address black culture. We need to address the degeneracy. We got to address the violent gang and rap culture, and it's an issue. And the thing is that, you know, guys like him can't speak up about it. He speaks up about it, and then we got black girls in the back laughing.
Okay. When he says address, I don't agree. I think there needs to be action taken, not just address. There's no need to address gang culture. We know gang culture exists, and we know gang culture is disgusting and destructive, not only to people outside of the race, but to people within the race. When you're a young black man growing up, and you're a young black adult growing up in these gang infested neighborhoods, you're victimized. Whether you want to partake or not, you're victimized. So here's what I think when it comes to gang culture. 100% they should imply what Bukele did in El Salvador. They 100% should use the same freaking tactics, bro, that was used in El Salvador. That's what I believe. 100%. What's going on? What is this? What is it saying? And they blocking my video? What is going on? What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on? Hold on, man. They're blocking. Okay, I guess we stay on Kick then. Fuck YouTube then. Is Kick good? Is everything good on Kick? Fuck YouTube then, bro, I guess. We'll just stay on Kick. Cause yeah, fucking bitch ass YouTube shutting my shit down, bro. I'm not even fucking saying anything. Wait, you saying it's okay on YouTube? Bro, I just got a message saying it's fucking not okay. The fuck? What is going on though with YouTube, bro? Are we good? Let me know if we're good, man, so we can continue. I'm fucking annoyed, bro, because I ain't shit. I don't know what the fuck. Wait, let me see. No, I did just switch my fucking my VPN. Am I not live anymore? Oh my fuck. Hold on, I'm gonna restart it. Or should we just stay on YouTube? I'm gonna restart. Oh my god, bro. How we looking? Let me know. We're good? All right. Okay. Now, when it comes to this punk ass gang culture, let's talk about this gang culture. First of all, I think gang culture should be eradicated. Gang culture should be eradicated. What I would do if I was in charge, if they called me tomorrow and they was like, Prince, so you in charge of eradicating gang culture, I would say, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the opportunity and I won't let you down. Put the phone down. Immediately, I would gather a task force of 100 men, maybe a couple women working in the office, and I would round up every gang member and I would do the same thing Bukele did, bro, in El Salvador. I am putting every gang member away for life. I don't give a fuck. You want to have teardrops on your face or gang tattoos? You're going away for life. I'm not having that in my streets. I personally have seen what gang culture does to neighborhoods. It literally destroys neighborhoods, destroys cities, communities. They intimidate people. They shoo away people from coming to visit. Gang culture has taken away some prolific people. I personally would eradicate gang culture. Now, I wouldn't give a fuck if whatever gang they are, it could be an Armenian gang, a white gang, a black gang, you're all getting arrested and put away. If you got gang affiliations and I can prove it, you're getting arrested and put away for life. 100%. And you can go gangbang in jail all you want, but I'm gonna put you in a serious jail. Not these little jails where people can go live on their phone and they can make burritos. No, 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 no. You eat beans 3 times a day and you don't get to wear clothes, just like Bukele did in El Salvador. In El Salvador, them people over there, they don't get to eat whatever they want. They eat beans 3 times a day with bread. That's why they're all skinny. You ever seen the super prisons over there? They're all skinny. They eat beans 3 times a day. There's not a single fat dude in there. And the only thing they get to do is go to church on Sunday. And that's exactly what I would do. Because gang culture is parasitic. Gang culture is disgusting. It corrupts the youth and it destroys the communities. So 100% I would get rid of all gangs in America. It'll be over with. It'll be over with in 6 months. No one would gangbang in 6 months.
At them, but when they kill a black man, y'all are rioting all over the place and burning cities down, and nobody says anything to you guys. So I think he has a right to be pissed off. I was pissed off when I saw it.
I just have kind of a follow up to that. I just have a follow up to that. You talking about this is kind of like a socioeconomic thing, a culture thing. Well, if that's true, why have the crime rates kind of stayed the same since the 60s, since the civil rights movement, even before rap music? Speaking on that rap music, why doesn't rap music make white people go just murder people in the streets? Is this a culture thing, or is this just simply a race issue?
There's a couple things. Now, this is going to be very controversial, but it's an IQ thing too. Yeah. It's an IQ thing, and this is what's banned a lot of the times. That I got to we're on YouTube, so I'll kind of say this in code word, but it's a multitude of different things. It's culture, it's IQ, it's heritage. All these things play a role. But yeah, there's a bunch of different issues, right? It's a 2-tier justice system. There's so many different things that play into it. But I have a saying: around the blacks, never relax. So,
okay. Now, what he's saying sounded very crazy. He said, around the blacks, never relax. That's what he said. That sounded very, very crazy. But is there truth to what he's saying? Is there truth to what he's saying? Is there any truth? I gotta say there's a little bit of truth. There is. Because if the statistics are true, and we don't know who does them, we don't know none of that. If the statistics are true, and 8% of America, 1 second, before we get to all the questions, if 8% of America is committing 50% of the crime, violence, that is something serious that needs to be looked into. That is something serious that needs to be looked into. You say you could say the same thing about kids around white people then? I don't know what statistics back that up, brother. I don't know. If there is any, let me know.
Take from that what you will.
Living around white people is not a human right. You don't get to live with us all the time, all right? This is our country that we built. Yeah, white immigrants built this country. Thank you. Read the Naturalization Act of 1790.
No, it's the truth. This country was founded by white Protestant
men. And yes,
men.
I understand that black people have been a part of this country since the beginning because of slavery, and I'm not endorsing
I think the girls
slavery.
over there don't like what you're saying.
And I know that, yeah. Yeah, and the logical consequence of slavery is that, we have these people displaced in this country, and, at the time, maybe the
ChatGPT is damn, I almost said something that would have got me completely wiped off the internet. ChatGPT is yeah. But okay, nice. I'm glad you brought that up. So then that's something to be looked into. When you can kind of when you can narrow down something like that, like a great percentage of, like how you said, 70% of CP material upload is by white men, that's something to be looked into. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the violent crime. That's something to look into. This is not like you this, I'm this, you this, I'm. It's not one of those. It's like if you want to create the best America possible, you got to look into all this kind of shit. This is why they're firing politicians right now. They're looking into the corruption. There's a lot of things that need to be looked into, bro. 100% I agree. But we can't turn a blind eye to what's going on. And what's going on, what he's saying is, there's truth to it, bro. What's going on? People are tired of degenerate culture, music, all of that kind of shit, bro. There's a fatigue right now amongst the population. It's like, bro, listen, something has to change because it's diminishing the community. No, we shouldn't. No one's saying that. See, you're getting in your feelings. No one's saying that. No one's saying that at all. No one's saying that at all, brother. No one's saying that at all. But also, when a white dude gets caught for having a shit ton of, like Jared, for example, the Subway guy, when he gets caught for having a shit ton of, illegal shit on his computer, no one raises $500,000 to get Jared out of jail. You get what I'm trying to say? Hey, I know where you're going with that. Don't go there. Don't go there. I know where you're going with that. Do not go there. Please. Do not go there. Let's continue.
Better choice should have been to just send them back to Africa. Because clearly they can't integrate in a proper society and live with us
You
without
know what
just
I'm saying.
murdering each other.
I know where you're going with that question. Don't go there, please. Yeah, but that's the thing, brother. That shows support. That shows that it's okay and it shouldn't be that way. You know where you're headed with that question, brother. Yes, you know. You were gonna point out certain people that just don't go there, please.
Each other in the streets. So it really kind of makes you think, well, now, it's baked in now. What can we do about it? And, some people like, I watch Nick, like Jason Whitlock, he had that thing with Jason Whitlock where Jason Whitlock says, oh, well, if they're just Christian, man, then, things would be different. But then you look at countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo. That country's 95% Catholic, roughly. And they have one of the highest murder rates in the world. And, their country's it's a failed state. And it just really makes you think, it's not a culture issue, it's not socioeconomics, it's not religion, then, what is it?
Okay, I get what he's alluding to. I understand what he's alluding to. But with the Congo, he's actually off with the Congo. The problem with the Congo is it's not a failed state. Like, it is a failed state, but it's a really, really rich country in minerals and natural what they call it. I can't remember the word right now. But this causes war. Anytime there's great wealth underneath your feet and everybody wants it, it causes war. So that's why the Congo is such a violent place, and it's always been a violent place since way back then. And it's never not going to be a violent place until it gets probably colonized. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to remain a very violent place, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, IQ does play a huge role in it, and that's the thing that people don't like to discuss. But yeah, no, that's true, man. I mean, the truth hurts sometimes for people. But yeah, they've done meta-analysis on this with IQ and race, and the data doesn't lie. In general, black people tend to have lower IQs.
Whoa.
So it is what it is.
Whoa. Okay, look. When it comes to the Congo, when it comes to the Congo, they don't have structure. They don't have any kind of structure, right? So the people who run the country aren't the politicians over there. It's the war generals. The war generals run the country, and they go to war they're at war all the time. They take kids to war. It's crazy stuff over there. I know this personally because matter of fact, I'm not gonna say, but I know this personally. But that's the problem with that. It's an unstable place. It's almost as if child soldiers, all that. And no, because if we look at the Middle East, there's countries that's the same, bro. There's countries that's the same. There's always a constant war for power, and those places are very, very brutal. They're very violent places. So the Congo is not really a great example of that. Doesn't matter the faith there. People are gonna keep going at it. Um, I don't agree with the low IQ. Low IQ doesn't cause you to be more violent. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that because I feel like a lot of the greatest the greatest fighters have high IQ. A lot of the greatest war minds have high IQ. So I don't really believe that. Hey, shout out to North Africa. Yeah. But listen though. Is there an issue? Is there an issue? Is there issues in America that people are turning a blind eye to? This is factual. This is factual. We can't act like it's not. We can't act like it's not, bro. And I'm somebody who grew up in a bad neighborhood, and I can tell you, bro. Me personally, I feel some type of way sometimes about certain shit because it's like, bro, why the fuck? Just because we are poor doesn't mean we have to do wild shit or live around wild shit or live around wild people just because we're poor. Let me be poor and be in peace. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? All right, now we're gonna watch him roast some chick.
Most women get raped, sexually assaulted. 99% of women get raped and sexually assaulted. You do know that, right? And because of
99%,
men's
yeah.
Imagine being this stupid. Imagine being this stupid. Imagine being this dumb. Imagine. Just imagine 99% of women. This is a very stupid girl who watched too much TikTok.
savagery
Holy crap.
because of men.
Women
Remember
need to
that.
hide. There's
Because of
a
men.
there's a rape epidemic going on.
Like,
So anyway,
I'm pretty sure if I point to any woman in this room, they could tell me a rape story.
sure, maybe their fantasy. Who knows? I don't
Their
know.
fantasy?
I don't know. A lot of women read sex novels like that.
I want you to look at our country today that men have ran and look at how shit it is.
See, she's cute, but she's retarded though. When you say so much stupid stuff like this, it weakens not only you but everything you stand for. Like this girl saying stupid stuff like that, like 99% of women get, grape or this country's shit. Like you're saying very, very stupid, like high level stupid stuff. This country is actually pretty awesome. It's pretty fucking awesome. Okay, you take $1 anywhere in the world and it turns into a whole lot more than one fucking dollar, right? It turns into fucking 50 pesos or whatever denarii or whatever reals because this country is better than all of those countries. And women get 99% of women are protected by either a male police officer, a male fireman, male doctors. But yet she wants to talk about the grape that happens. Hey, listen, lady. When you wake up 6 months later and whoever doesn't call you back, that's not grape. All right? That's just you getting ghosted and you're dumb.
And look at how shit it is.
We're the strongest superpower in the world. What?
No, we're not.
Yeah, we
No,
are.
we're not.
Yeah, we are.
You know, countries are warning their people to stay away from us
What?
because
False.
of how shitty we are.
Do you
False.
realize people try to come here illegally every single day to become
Millions.
Americans and or get to live here
Millions.
with
You do
diminished
realize-
benefits, even if because they're not documented? Like you do
Oh, you
realize,
wanna
like
start on undocumented immigrants?
I used to work in immigration back in the day. I know this intimately. People literally try to sneak here under intense conditions and die a lot of the times while trying to come here. This is the best country in the world.
This is
Again,
not
more
the
privilege
best
that you don't
country.
understand.
You saying she's cooking? You think she's cooking? You think she's cooking? You know what she's trying to say? In other words, it's a stupid feminist rhetoric. Oh, all men are bad. All men are abusers. All men are this and that. 100% untrue. 100,000,000% untrue. Is there a small percentage? Is there a minority that does weird shit? Of course, we know this. As men, we know this, right? But do most men harm women? False. That's false as fuck. That's about as false gets. She's saying stupid shit. Also, just because she's cute. Slow. But also that America is a shit place. That's also false. That's also false. Do you know the difference between being broke in America and being broke in another country? Being broke in America means you pay your bills, you eat, but you can't buy new clothes. Being broke in fucking Cuba, the women have to prostitute themselves so they can buy soap bars. In Venezuela, the women have to do the same thing. The men have to resort to crime. Like actually, not like here where people just decide to do crime and blame it on whatever the fuck they want to blame it on. Oh, I'm from 39th Street, so instead of getting a job, I decided to shoot up a block or whatever. No, you could have got a job, you just didn't want to. In fucking Venezuela, there is no work. Literally, there's no jobs. There's no jobs at all. So you are gonna either try and find some food however you can, and there's food shortages. So you might have Venezuelan pesos or whatever the fuck, and you can't even use them because there's food shortages. So you're gonna resort to crime because there is no choice. There is no choice. The government is involved in all businesses. They appropriate themselves of all businesses. There's videos of Chavez walking around saying, I'm gonna appropriate myself for that. I'm gonna appropriate myself for this. I'm gonna appropriate. He's taking over businesses. In Venezuela, the majority of them, the workforce was all government employees. This is why companies don't thrive, because when you take over a company and you put your fucking goons in there, they don't know how to run it. It's not a passion project. Like if you let Coca-Cola just be Coca-Cola, or if you let Microsoft just be a Microsoft. Venezuela hasn't moved forward since the 90s because of this. That socialism has completely killed Venezuela, which was a really, really rich country at one point. Super rich country at one point. Not to mention they got beautiful beaches. They got beautiful women. They had great tourism. Bro, Americans who don't are very, very low IQ. Like if you're an American complaining about America, you're extremely low IQ. You're extremely, extremely low IQ. You know, people bitch about minimum wage. You know, in some countries, there is no labor laws. There's no labor laws. You're not gonna sue nobody. A motherfucker would just say, "Yeah, I ain't paying. That's it. Disappear." You're not suing nobody. Whoever you sue, they'll go pay whoever the fuck judge off. Everybody accepts bribes in these countries. This is the only country that actually upholds the law to a certain extent. Do they break the law? Yes. It's the only country that upholds the law. Yeah, the wars, yeah, okay. Everyone has something to say about the wars, but some wars need to be fought. You know, some wars need to be fought. But I'm neither here nor there. I'm anti-war. I hate war. Fuck war. But if you are in America complaining, you would die in another country. This is a fact. If you're upset that you get paid $18 an hour because you can't buy a new car and you have to drive an older vehicle, you would die. You would die in another country, more than likely. Natural selection would take you. You couldn't survive outside of America. This is why people who talk shit about America usually live in America. Because they're so privileged, they don't even understand. They're so extremely privileged. You can actually go get food stamps and shit here. You can't do that. You think you're gonna get food stamps in another country? Fuck no. They're gonna let you die. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. And crime, you can get away with all kind of crime because everyone takes bribes. So I don't understand this kind of narrative. I honestly think people like this should just be thrown out and exiled. Go, okay, it's bad it's bad here. Okay, go somewhere else.
Understand?
I'll tell you that much. I'm an immigrant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
You don't
that
sound
proves
like
my
one.
point even more.
I didn't come here willingly.
You're here. Like.
I did not come here willingly.
What's stopping you
How'd
from
come here,
leaving?
then?
I came here because they paid me to.
Yeah, send her back, bro.
Yeah, send her
damn,
ass
man.
back.
Send her back, man.
You're talking
Yeah,
about send
this
her
is why we
back,
gotta
yet
build
you
a
a
wall.
person of color?
I guess.
That's hilarious that you said that, bro. That's hilarious that you said that. You said it doesn't make injustices okay. No, never. Injustices are never okay. But I'll tell you this. If you think there's going to be justice in a country where money fucking moves the ball, come on, bro. Come on. You think there's going to be justice in a country where somebody can kill you and pay off a judge and get away with it? And it's well known, it's well documented, dog. Okay. The Panamanian government was drug dealing, right? And they were dealing with the cartels. Not only that, they were money laundering. The Colombian government made deals with the cartels. Venezuelan government have been indicted by the DEA because they're involved in a cartel, in a drug cartel. Even the very president of Venezuela right now is indicted by the DEA. He has a fucking cell waiting for him if he ever goes to a country in which America can reach and touch him. He has a cell waiting for him. And it goes on and on, bro. There's no justice in other countries. You think there's justice? If the fucking government is drug dealing, you think they give a fuck? No. They get away with anything. Yeah, and then they got caught, and then it all came to the light, didn't it? That shit never comes to light in other countries. Why do you think people leave? Why do you think people leave, bro? Why do you think people leave? You know what happens when you establish a business in a place like Jamaica? You have to pay the plaza leader money, and then you have to pay the cops a bribe. This is how they sink your business. You can't make money because they take it all. And then when you go to, who you going to talk to? The government? The police is behind it all. The police is with the criminals that's extorting you. Who you going to talk to? You talking about injustice? Where here, if you hurt yourself in a Walmart, you can sue Walmart and get millions of dollars. If somebody copyrights something and there's a copyright infringement, you can sue and get millions of dollars. A country like China, if you create something, you automatically are partnered with the government because the government takes half. Come on, man. Injustices happen, but man, you don't know the level of injustices that happen in other countries, bro. This is a really solid country. Outside of the little bullshit that happens, it's pretty solid.
We're no longer getting the best and the brightest. What the hell? This is why I'm so big on, like, you know.
Send me back, but you a person of color?
This is why I'm so big on. We need to go harder with immigration.
I'm sorry. Are you not black?
What does that have to do
I don't
with
know.
anything?
It depends on the day. Some days people call me black. Some days people call me Arab. I don't know what it is, man. So.
Y'all looking at the same motherfucker I am? Because he's black, right?
Oh man.
What does this have to do with
He
anything?
a person of color, right?
So?
He a person of color, right? Shut the fuck up. I ain't talking to your
Right.
ass.
I get.
This is some ghetto ratchet trash, bitch. This is some ghetto ratchet trash, bitch.
More gray hairs talking to women than dealing with cartel members.
I hate to break it to you.
Okay, so what's your last point? Because there's a bunch of people behind you, but
My point is,
yeah.
you're a pussy.
Yeah, this is a ghetto ratchet trash whore. Get her out of there. What do you mean? You're in a country you're complaining about. You think goddamn all goddamn men are rapists. You're stupid. TikTok took your brain. You got nothing underneath that little pretty face. It's crazy.
Okay, great one. Like mom jokes. Are we in like 1997 or what? What's going on here? Where did she immigrate from? Retardistan? Oh,
Yo, he said retarded. This dude is nuts, bro. I'm surprised they let him do this in the colleges. This is nuts, bro. Bro, all of Africa is black. People who say that parts of Africa isn't black, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. And I don't understand how the division is being created to a level of which you'll take a black man like Drake and say he's not black because you just don't like him. You take a black man who's just not all the way dark and say, well, he's not black because he's not all the way dark. Bro, they're African. The fuck are we talking about? They're African. Maybe he's not the blackest. Maybe he's not the blackest. So what parts of Drake are black and what parts aren't? What parts of Drake are black and what parts aren't? So what countries do black people derive from then if it's not Africa? What Africa's a continent, but what countries in Africa do black people derive from? Okay. Okay, so you would say Myron is Muslim, pretty much. That means nothing. Cat Williams is the same. What, you gonna say Cat Williams is not black? Oh, okay. So anything, okay. Okay. I get what you're saying. So you split Africa into two. From here, there, not black. From here, there, black. Pretty much what you're saying, in other words. So what do you call these people from here, there? Sudan, Morocco. What are them? What are they? Egypt. What are they? They're African, right? They're African people. That's like saying white people from the South are white and white people from the North aren't white. You see? Just because they have different accent or some shit, bro. It's weird. But I get what you're saying, though. And you know what? I agree a little bit. You might be right. I agree a little bit.
this is our college education system, man.
I'm not going to lie, though. She made no points. She took some ad homs that didn't land well. And yeah, she's slow. She's very
I'm
slow.
asking you.
Oh man, here we go.
Okay.
Hello.
Do I deserve more or less?
Are you a man or a woman?
I'm asking you. Do I deserve more or less?
Well, probably less.
Even now, when my voice is lower than yours?
Even less now. Because women only get in line when you have other women in line. Now I know that. What was that?
He said you're not welcome on campus, prick.
Oh, look at this guy. Nice jorts. Nice
Actually,
jorts.
Hey, I have another question. Do you know who invented Wi-Fi? Like the technology for Wi-Fi?
Let me guess. A woman?
Well, yeah. So if it wasn't for a woman, your podcast, you wouldn't have one, and it wouldn't have gotten demonetized.
Oh, good.
Bro, women are so slow, bro. I swear to God. I swear. I hate to even take it there. Oh, my God. Women are so slow sometimes, bro. Holy shit, bro. You're talking to me on a microphone invented by a man, standing in a college invented by a man, wearing clothes invented by a man, with a backpack invented by a man, with a fucking camera pointed at you invented by a man. And you're talking about one thing that women created. You're talking about one thing that women created. A Wi-Fi. If we lived in a world where all the creations were only by women, we would be outside in a storm naked. And even the creation of Wi-Fi took inventions from men to build. Like, bro, men build everything. Women don't build nothing. And it's been proven. They've been liberated like a motherfucker for the past 100 years. They still don't build shit. What have they built? They don't even fucking sell their own body on their own platform. They go on a place like OF where it's created by a man. Oh my God, bro. Bro, I'll never understand, bro. I'll never understand. How can people be so dumb sometimes? You wake up, you put on coffee in your coffee maker created by a man. You go in the shower created by a man. You wash your ass with a soap bar created by a man, if you even wash your ass. You wrap yourself in a towel created by a man. Then you get in a car created by a man. To drive to a job created by a man, on a road created by a man. And you do not understand that all of these creations weren't there before. You think that all of this just happened to appear magically. All of this was created by man and maintenance by man. I don't see women road workers. There's no women roofers. There's hardly any women electricians. There's no women plumbers like that. They don't exist. I don't understand your point and what you're fighting against. You live in a man's world because you fail to create anything yourself or even put yourself in a position to be part of the infrastructure. You choose not to be part of infrastructure. Yet you bitch about patriarchy when it doesn't exist. These are all privileges created by man. If men decided not to work, all men decided not to work this week alone, there would be deaths. By Saturday, there would be deaths. We could start a death toll. There would be deaths by Saturday. Yet, if all women decided not to work, and we saw this because of COVID, by Saturday, nothing would happen. Holy shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Some people are brainwashed, bro. Holy shit, bro. That's not a white supremacist talking point. That's a fucking fact. This microphone was created by a man. Men create. That's a fact.
Like the technology for Wi-Fi?
Let me guess, a woman?
Well, yeah. So if it wasn't for a woman, your podcast, you wouldn't have one, and it wouldn't have gotten demonetized.
Oh, good one. Yeah, so here's the thing. We do direct connect on our pod, so
I don't care.
Wi-Fi is, oh, now it's I don't care. Okay, great.
Hello, sir.
Make sure to hit the gym as well.
Sir.
Oh, he told her to hit the gym. Created by a man, by the way. That's not true. See, once again, you're wrong. You're wrong. White men didn't create everything. You're super off. You're super off. Super off. Way wrong. Men created everything, but not white men. No. White men created a gang of shit, though. They created a lot of shit, though. We can be honest about that. They've created a lot of shit, but a lot of shit has been created by black people. A lot of shit's been created by what you call Arabic people. A lot of shit's been created by Spanish people, whatever you want to call them. A lot of shit. So, no, men create everything, not white men. All right?
Hey,
Hey, just being honest, man.
sir.
Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Sir,
He's
you're here to
trolling you.
have
The girls
a
aren't gonna fuck you,
conversation.
man.
I'm trying to have one with you.
Like, the girls aren't going to fuck you, bro. White knighting is not going to do it.
He's trolling you,
Okay,
bro.
hi. Would you
He's
like to
trying to
have an
trigger
actual
you.
conversation?
This is fucking awesome. It's a learned skill that they need to develop to learn how to properly deal with women so
Why
that
do
they
you
don't
need to
end
learn
up...
how to deal with
See,
people?
this is exactly what I'm talking about. I teach guys to avoid women like you, as a matter of fact.
Thank you. Stay away
Yeah,
from me.
yeah, well, I don't know. You should be in the kitchen somewhere, but it's fine. We'll have this discussion. Because a man's job is to be a leader and be assertive
No.
and convey information. Women, you guys will be quiet and make sandwiches. That's the difference.
You can make your own sandwich. If you need to take a crash course on how to talk to other people, you can take a crash course on how to make a fucking sandwich.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
If you're such a strong provider,
sound,
provide!
you sound mad that, do you know how to make a sandwich?
Yeah, I do. Want me to teach you?
No, thank you. That's a woman's job.
Yo, he cooked her, bro. He cooked her. Look at her face. Look at her face. He cooked her, bro. He straight up cooked her, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's not 90%, bro. It's not 90%. You're just unaware because you are an American. You only know about white culture in America. You don't understand there's a world full of people outside. Because now you're going to sound really dumb and say 90% of things were created by white men when Chinese people create a gang of shit. They create a fuckload of shit. Vietnamese create a fuckload of shit. Bro, be smart. Don't be dumb. Don't just listen to whatever the fuck people got to say and go with it. Start looking up some inventions and you'll see. A lot of shit's been created all throughout the world. It wasn't just in motherfucking America. America is a young nation of 250 years. Listen to yourself. America's a young nation of 250 years. 250 something, 56, 55, something like that. There was a world way before America. There was a world way before America. No, he's got to either be uninformed or he's trolling. But no, if you look at different civilizations, you'll know a lot of shit's been created all throughout the world. And it's based on need. It's not based on... Because back then, people didn't just create shit to get rich because no one gave a fuck about money. You didn't even have money. You would trade. So I would create a better system for doing my crops so I can trade some crops for livestock. And then the motherfucker would create a good system to create weapons, and I would trade my livestock with his weapons. That's kind of how the world worked. You did it based on need, not greed. So it happens regionally. So you'll go somewhere different. They do things differently. They got different inventions and different tools that they use. It's the 90% that's cap. Would I give you a higher percentage? Maybe, yeah. We can go like 60. But outside of that, no. No. Hell no. Fuck no. Look around. A lot of shit was already created before fucking America was established. And Europe is a small place anyways. Europe is a small place in comparison to the rest of the world and to the people that were already in America before America. No, you know what? It would have to be... You'd have to look through. You had to look through, bro. Argentina was the richest fucking country coming in, one of the richest countries coming into the 19th century. Great inventions were coming out of there. Then again, it also comes down to what you would call white people, because that's a broad term. That's a very broad term. White people. Who do you include in white people? Everybody who has fair skin? Now you're saying Argentina's a white country? Come on, bro. Come on. So when you like them, they're white. When you don't like them, they're not white. Don't be ignorant. Argentina's not a white... They speak Spanish. That's a Spanish country, bro. White people. They derive from the mountains of Caucasus. The Caucasus Mountains. Caucasian people. They countries in Europe. I would say Irish people are white. I would say Polish people are white. I would say German people are. I don't know. I don't know if I would throw Germans in there. Maybe. Yeah, I'd probably throw Germans in there. Nah, Germans are German. Yeah, you say okay, Germans are white. You can say Germans are white. You can say English people. Well, not no more, but they used to be white. Um, what other countries? Italians are not white. Italians are not white. They're definitely not white. They're Italian, and they'll tell you they're Italian, and they eat Italian food, and they listen to Italian music, and they were once treated really horribly in this country. They were immigrants in this country. Also, they were at war with other countries surrounding them. So Italian people, no, I wouldn't say Italians are white. Nowadays, people say Italians are white, but they're not. You can tell by their culture. They get their hair done differently. They tan differently. Italians, I wouldn't say they're white. You know what I mean? And this is not to offend anybody, by the way. What else? Well, in Europe, certain countries in Europe. You must be mixed with something. You must be mixed with something. You must be mixed. You can't be. You're not full. Italian people are like sort of bronze, slick back hair, dark hair. Big features. Really? Is there pale parts of Italy? I just had a friend of mine just came back from Italy. He was telling me over there they look Spanish damn near, but you can tell they're Italian. And he said the women over there are kind of thick too. Argentinians are mostly Italian and pale as fuck. That's false. I've been to Argentina. False. Lie again. I've been to Argentina. I've been to Buenos Aires. False. Lie again. They got dark people in Argentina too, which is rare because Argentinians are extremely racist. Argentinians are extremely racist. That's probably like the most racism I ever seen. You know how many times they call me a negro, bro? In Argentina, bro? Argentinians are fucking racist. If you want to talk about a racist country, Argentina, bro. And I've heard some other shit about them too. This man said W Argentina. All right. They're not mostly Italian. They're not. They can't be. And there's whole regions of Argentina that are strictly German. And there's regions of Argentina that are German speaking still. Like, a lot of Germans went to Argentina when they lost the war. There's whole colonies in Argentina and in Chile. I got an uncle from Chile. He looks like an Indian guy. It's crazy. He's like a tall Indian guy looking guy. And in Chile, they have dark people too, but they also have pale people. I feel like all of South America is kind of mixed up crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of South America is mixed up crazy. Let's continue watching this though.
I think you mentioned you have an open relationship, but specifically on your end.
Only on my end, yeah.
So you take the nuclear family, which is a loyal and faithful husband.
Only women could be sluts. We are the slut makers.
Look at how
Girls over here trying to call me a slut.
they are by look at how blown up they are by that comment. Only women can be sluts. That's a fact. Only women can be sluts. A man can't be a slut. No, a man can't wake up and choose to be a slut. It doesn't happen that way. As a man, you got to put in that work to even be able to fuck bitches. So a man doesn't get to just wake up and be like, hey, I'm a slut. No. There's too much Indians everywhere, bro. I had an issue with an Indian guy one time, bro. Fuck, bro. Me and him about to get down, bro. We were about to get down, bro. This when I was a kid, right? I worked for like a month at a restaurant. My mom forced me to get a job. I worked for like a month at a restaurant. This fucking Indian guy comes. He wants me to put extra chicken on his plate. But like me, I'm like one of those, like, you want extra chicken on your plate? I want extra tip. I want extra tip, and I want that bitch in cash in my hand right now before I make your chicken. And he got them. No, brother, you ate too little, not enough chicken. Hey, listen, man. You want more chicken? I'm gonna give you the regular portion, or you gonna give me more tip. That's how it work over here, bruh. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Man, take your motherfucking food. Get out of here, bruh. Get the hell out of here. He grabs the food. He goes. No, my boss was sitting far. He goes and shows the boss, and the boss was like, "That's okay." And he goes back. Hey, you no good, and blah blah blah. I said, man, listen, man, you better get your ass the fuck out of here, bro. And this one, I'm like full blown dickhead too. Like at this time, I'm full blown dickhead. Like that ass I would have threw down with him right then and there. Better get your fucking plate and get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't give a fuck. You want more chicken? You put more motherfucking money in my hand next time. Matter of fact, put the whole goddamn tab in my hand, cash, and I give you extra chicken. You don't even gotta goddamn go through the register. That's how I was doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie. And goddamn, later on, you feel me? Me and him got cool, and he would give me the money straight up cash in my hand. And then I would, have his food ready at a certain time. Hey, come get your chicken. Bye. He'd have it ready. But the motherfucker wanted free chicken, trying to strong arm me. I'd have beat the shit out of him in there. Give a fuck, bro. I was retarded too, bro. He knew. I was straight up retarded. After that, he wanted to give me discounts to his store and everything. Yeah, all right. You said, Samino be having nightmares about Ancestry.com. 5% South African, 10% Brazilian. Well, if he's 10% Brazilian, he's probably Portuguese, right? Because the Portuguese, they took over Brazil. So all of them dudes over there are pretty much Portuguese.
Hey, we're the slut makers, man. There's no such thing as a man that's a slut.
Hey, so I really think your ideology is interesting. How do I apply it to my lesbian relationships?
Oh, well, you guys are useless to society, so.
Holy shit. She is so mind blowing, bro. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I really like this. I do. I really do like this. I like this, bro. I like this. Somebody needs to tell all these punk ass kids the fucking truth. Hey, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it, bro. There's no Brazilian DNA because they're multiracial. No, you're wrong again. Brazilians are either white, like European, or goddamn Portuguese. When you go to Brazil, I've been to Brazil too. You see, you talking out of your ass. You haven't left your motherfucking house, bro. Those fuckers are either Portuguese as fuck, or they're white, like blue eye, white skin, blonde hair, all of that. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Chuy. I've been to goddamn Rio. Look up videos, bro. You'll see a bunch of Brazilian women. They're fucking. They look Portuguese, bro. Straight up. And they speak Portuguese. Yeah, I don't mind lesbians. Like, they're cool, but I mean, they don't mean shit to society, though, right? I don't mind them, though. They cool. I don't mind them. They cool. They can do their thing. Whatever it is they fucking want to do, they can do it. Oh, let's see this. Let's see this white knight, bro. Nothing more I hate than a white knight, bro.
Towards the conservatism and the right wing versus radical left wing beliefs, because it just doesn't serve us to be liberal, and we can see that there. But yeah.
Bring it up just a little bit. Can I bring this up just
There's a loud minority. What's that, man?
Hey, can I bring this up a little bit? Is that okay? Okay.
You asked like 10 times to bring the mic up, dude. Just bring the fucking mic.
Do you remember me at all?
No.
Okay. So can I ask a quick synopsis of what you think the prescription is for society today for men? In a short version, what do you think they should do to be successful with women?
to be successful with women,
Yeah.
okay, are we talking about like getting a girl for a long-term relationship, just to get
Yeah,
laid? What are we talking
there's-
about?
Well, I think
Yeah.
the only reason should be for a long-term relationship and marriage. I mean, that's Jesus Christ founded it. But I'm just curious what your prescription is.
Okay. Let's just say for marriage, right? He said for marriage, right? What do men have to do to be successful in marriage? Well, guess what, bro? At this point, it's too far gone. We need legislation. That's what we need. We need legislation to protect us. We just seen what happened with Shannon Sharp. Y'all saw what happened with Shannon Sharp? He fucked some little thick little white girl. He fucked him a thick little white girl. She like 19, 20, something like that. He fucked them a thick ass little white girl. Bad than a motherfucker. Now she's suing him. That kind of stuff can't be happening if you want to have a fucking trust between the genders. So that needs to be corrected. Legislation needs to protect men from losing their kids. Legislation needs to protect men from losing their stuff when a woman decides she wants to go fuck the neighbor. Then we can talk about marriage again.
Well, I've talked about this. I think guys have to have certain things in place, right, before they want to get into a long-term relationship. It's 5 things. So I would say 100K per year, 6 figures a year, 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in good shape, have at least 50 partners, right, sexual body count.
That's the degeneracy he's pushing. I don't
Is that
agree.
the last one?
And then there's one more, but that's fine. You could go ahead and
Okay.
engage with what I've said so far.
So the reason I asked that is I've watched almost every single podcast you ever did for about a year and a half. So much so that I bought into a lot of the things that you said. And for about 2 years, it led me astray and significantly damaged my personal life, including relationships.
How did it lead you astray?
Well, you told me to go sleep with a bunch of women and date multiple women at the same time, which I did. And it significantly damaged my life. And it wasn't until I actually turned around and started listening to Jesus Christ that I was saved. Now I'm happily married.
Okay, you're making yourself look like a fool, brother. And if I was your wife, I would leave you. And if your wife is watching this, I hope she leaves you. Because you just stood up there in front of all these people and you thought you had some sort of strong point. You stood up there in front of all these people and said you were watching 2 dudes on the internet and you followed everything they said until it destroyed your life. Clearly, you're a follower. Clearly, you're not a leader. Clearly, you're not strong minded. Clearly, you don't know how to adapt good advice into your own life and tweak it till it works for you. What he's giving you is generalities. You take the good things that you need or that fit into your life, you leave the bad shit. If you follow people blindly, you're not a man. So you don't deserve a woman and you don't deserve to be speaking. You deserve to be in the back of the crowd shutting the fuck up. You probably wearing that hat because you lost your hair. You're probably low test and you're weird, bruh. You're weird. Why would you follow a man off a cliff? That just makes you a fucking bitch. I hate people like this, bro. If you're watching this, I hate you, bro. I hate you with all my heart, bro. I hope your wife fucks the neighbor. That's what I hope. I hope your wife gets pregnant by the dude who lives right across the street. The guy who's on fucking unemployment. Him. I hope you take care of that baby, too, so you grow up with that pain. Look at that baby in the face and know it ain't yours, motherfucker. Because you're a bitch. Fuck, bro. I gotta go turn the AC on, man. It's fucking dumb hot, bro.
I have one child now with another one on the way, and I've never felt happier. But I felt.
Congratulations.
Kid,
that's
I
good.
hope them
That's
kids
amazing.
ain't yours.
And I know you're not against that, but my concern is what you're saying to men leads them astray because I'm a walking example of it. And I think you're significantly damaging people, and especially you're leading people away from morality. Women are not sex objects. Women are created in the image of God, and they are valuable. And they should be treated as such. Why should God give you one of his children if you don't even know how to treat them? So I think.
So a question for you. You said you got out there dating and meeting women and stuff like
Yep.
that. And then you said that it kind of hurt you.
Yeah.
How did it hurt you specifically? Did you like just start? What happened specifically?
Well, I started warring against my own flesh. It's like trying to fill an empty void.
Mhm.
There's a God-shaped vacuum in the heart of every man that can only be filled by God alone. Anything else you try to fill with that's not going to satisfy it. And
Sure.
I tried to do it with sex.
Yeah. So, would it be fair? How'd you meet your wife?
We actually had the #1 dating podcast in North and South Carolina called Who Hurt You Podcast.
Okay.
And I'm also friends with Fresh. I know him very well. I texted him before I came here.
Yeah.
And I know pretty much everyone on your crew. But I was a heavy follower, and you actually inspired me to start the podcast, and I realized what I was doing was wrong.
Yeah. So, would it be fair to say that when you went through that experience, you were able to identify characteristics that you probably found as unredeemable and you probably wouldn't want to commit to, right?
In what way?
Well, when you were seeing these women, right, you probably started seeing patterns in how they behave, how
Now you see, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. With people like this piss me off, bro. People like this piss me off. You get up here and you confess that you let a fucking show fucking take you off your pivot, right? Listen, you should have been following God from the jump. You should have been following God from the jump. If you follow God, you can watch anything you want to watch on the internet. It does not affect you because you got a blueprint already. That's what the Bible is. That's what God gave us, a blueprint. So when you're listening to a Fresh and Fit, like me, I used to listen to a Fresh and Fit here and there. But when I'm listening, yeah, there's stuff that they say that clicks. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I'm never gonna be like, oh, you know what? What Fresh said or what Myron said is more important than what God told me to do. So let me do that instead. Clearly, you're a capital F, my friend. You're a capital F. I'm not gonna say the damn word. You said read your messages. You cooked. That's your best stream. He said he's friends with Fresh and Myron's team. See, that's why I say why Myron surrounded himself with the wrong people. At this point, I'm just laughing at Fresh and Fit. Listen, that's what it's for. It's called entertainment. But do they give you value of some sort? Of course they do. For people that are not aware, that aren't aware, they need to know certain things. But should you put Fresh and Fit above your beliefs? No. And if you do, are you a dickhead? Of course.
they speak or whatever. Maybe they're not qualified to be a wife. Because the thing is, right?
Well,
Whenever-
I don't need that. I have the Bible for that. It tells me what to look for.
Yeah, but the thing is,
And you had that
you were
before,
able-
dumb
and
boy.
Again, you're probably not going to notice it, but when you dated and dealt with all these women, you probably were able to identify characteristics that you were not fond of, or characteristics that would make a woman not a good candidate for a long-term relationship. And I think half the game is figuring out which girls don't qualify for marriage versus which ones that do. And clearly, you learned a skill set on how to become attractive and get women, and then you're able to identify the things that you like versus the things that you don't like. And that only comes a lot of times with experience. Now, look, if a guy can go ahead and, find a woman as a virgin and be
As a grown man, if you don't have that fire in your soul to go against the things that you disagree with, if you don't have that fire in your soul to go against things that you disagree with, if you don't have the fire in your soul to question everything, immediately you're sheep, brother. You're an NPC. So you shouldn't be listening to anything really. You should only be listening to PG-13 shit because anything can throw you off. Anything can make you swing this way. Now, if there's a new cooler, Fresh and Fit, and they're liberals and they're whatever, now you're following that. And then if there's another cooler, Fresh and Fit, and they're whatever, you're following that. People never ask Myron the important question. I just want to know if Myron plans on leaving the country when white men take this country back. White men are going to be extinct in less than 100 years, they won't exist. So that's erroneous, brother. Listen to every podcast in 2 years. He looks 3. He looks 30. Exactly, bro. Imagine that, bro. Stupid. Listening to every podcast. Weird, bro. It's not fucking healthy. No, I don't know. Why are you saying that, brother? Why are you saying that? So you think You actually think white men are gonna take this country over? That we think? Yeah, like they don't even have children. They don't even fuck. They don't fuck. Look at Look at Sumniho. He's another one. He's an incel. He doesn't fuck. Look at what the fuck's his name? Nick. He doesn't fuck. His whole following, none of them, they don't fuck. They don't even understand that they gotta win by fucking. Gaddafi said it best. We can beat him with the womb. Oh, he said something like that, right? Didn't Gaddafi say that? We can beat him by reproducing. Y'all gotta start fucking if you wanna keep your country white and blah blah blah. You gotta start fucking. Guess what? The Mexicans be fucking. I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. I like white people. I like all people. But the truth is y'all are not fucking. So it's just happening. I don't know. I like white people. I like living around white people. I like doing white people shit, like playing golf. White people are nice. The ones I come across. But I also have really great black friends. I also have a cool ass fucking Asian friend. Like just one. I got one. But he's cool as fuck. Millionaire, by the way. Spanish people. I fuck with Spanish people. They cool. I have problems with some of them, though. I'm not gonna lie. I have problems with some of them, but yeah. I'm not against any race, man. I'm not. But reality is reality. Y'all not fucking, bro. Y'all don't fuck. You need to start fucking. And you know why? You know what's the biggest problem with white people? And I'll say it right now, bro. I'll say it right now. White people have completely bent over and let them wives fuck them and do whatever they want. Y'all completely lost control of your women, so your women all turned on you. Completely. Pedro standing outside of Home Depot, his wife is still gonna cook him food, even though he makes minimum wage. Your white wife is gonna say, I'm unhappy. I'm leaving. I met Latrell, and she's gonna go get dicked down by a big old swole motherfucker. Y'all have completely lost your women, bro. Your women have betrayed you. Your women have betrayed you. Not only you, your women have betrayed the country that you built. How you feel about that? And then you know what's the biggest, most goddamn craziest part of it all? It's a self-inflicted wound. It's self-inflicted. You did it yourself. You pedestalize your women so much. Y'all don't know how to treat your women like they supposed to be, a sidekick. White people, they surround the whole life. They make it around their women, and then the women, all they want to do is shit on you. All the women want to do is shit on you, bro. Go on a dating app. Go on a dating app. Look at the white women, what they're looking for. I want me a nice Spanish man. I want me a nice, I like chocolate. They'll say that. Look at that. You lost. You lost. The moment you lost your women, you lost. Racism is a low IQ activity that only low IQ people partake in. Crying about problems is the same thing. You gotta address the problem and fix the problem. You gotta address the problem and fix the problem. White people, you have lost. You lost your women, you lost your spot, and soon you'll lose your race.
Attractive and be able to understand how to navigate that. That's great in modern times, but the reality is a lot of guys don't. And I mean, even in your success story, you had to go through a lot of bad women to be able to identify your current wife as the one. So failures are good. They're good.
Yeah, failures, excuse me, failures in the sense of socioeconomic or maybe even relationship failures could be good, but there's a difference with.
You said all people 100 years ago were low IQ. I'm not sure. They might have been, they might have not been. But I'll say this. The lower IQ, the more primal shit gets, the more in line women fall. Women fall in line when shit gets primal. Trust me, they do. They got no choice. They can't compete in the real world. We know this. Women can't compete in the real world. We know this. They can compete in this modern world that men created. And since you want to say white people created most of it, this modern world that white men created, let's say it like that, you've literally created the world, handed over to the women. They took it and then they were like, thank you, spit right in your face. And you allowed it. And you allowed it. Straight up. You allowed it. They're not going to ever leave because they respect they men. In those cultures, women respect men because there's still underlying, there's still like an authority in that man's hands. You guys gave up completely. You gave up your authority completely. You gave it up. So that's why you lost. Until you regain your women, you lost. Until you regain your women, you can't regain your numbers. You can't regain your strength. You're lost. When did I say it was because it's low IQ? When did I say it was low IQ? Quote what I said. Let's continue watching this guy.
With what I'm saying that we're warned against our soul. Jesus Christ commands us to marry one woman. That's it.
Sure.
And what you were causing me to do was sin against myself, and that's the point I'm trying to get to. It's immoral.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take personal responsibility, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the reality.
No, I do, 100%.
Yeah, so
very publicly, I have in front of over
that's why
40,000 people. I've
yeah,
done that.
Yeah, great. But the point I'm trying to make is I teach guys a skill set, right? If I give you a gun and you shoot yourself in the foot, is that my fault? If I taught you how to properly use it, how to disarm it, disassemble it, you know, how to load the magazine in properly, all that. If I give you the skill set, then you shoot yourself in the foot, right? Is that really my fault? No, I just arm you with the skill set. Then you choose what you want to do with it. Now, obviously,
I never said that.
I
never said that. I never said that. I said when shit gets primal, women don't leave. They don't leave. When you make shit too comfortable, that's when they leave. And you made shit too comfortable. You've given them everything. You've given them a modern world. You've given them legislation. You've completely given up all your goddamn power and rights to please your women. You pedestalize them. You want to please them so bad. And what they did, they turned around. They took it. They spat on you. Good old spit. And then they say, I'm going to fuck an NBA player or a football player. And men ain't shit. Have you ever seen women in Saudi Arabia marching saying men ain't shit? Have you ever seen women in fucking Iraq saying men ain't shit? You'll never see it. You'll never see it. I know a Pakistani lady, bro. And when I tell you this Pakistani lady, okay, let's the word extreme. The word extreme. Let's not use that word, okay? You guys can't help but to be weak to your women, bro. That's your problem. Your weakness is the women. The weakness is not the production. The weakness is not the organization skills. The weakness is not the takeover skills. It's not the negotiating skills. The weakness is you give up your draws for your women, bro. Pretty much. You literally will let your women destroy everything you build just to keep them happy. That's your problem. Let's check out this link that Hood Nerd sent me.
Every day that
Let's check this out. Mark 8:13. Okay. Let's check this out.
And then if you see what they put underneath the thing, we'll just blur that out, but let's just say it was 6 words. But it gets worse. Myron himself was kicked out of of an all-white Twitter space.
Don't read him nothing, HT. Tell that to go find it himself.
Well, he's
Yes,
the one
sir.
that's making
Listen,
accusations, so I'm
let's
saying
just stick
find
with
it.
the Americans for now.
And then we got this British guy.
Naturalization.
Like, bro, or you're with the standard guy. Yo, you're British, right?
Bro,
You don't know your. You don't know your. You don't know your.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
And I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
to have conversations with you guys because I'm not.
Okay,
So
well,
you're gonna have to either
you're
kick
not
me
gonna
out
have a
or whatever.
you're not gonna have a conversation with him. That's what I'm trying
Okay,
to say.
well, this dude's so whatever. British guy. Like, dude, I know you're mad about
Mate,
1776.
black men
Yeah.
are like most
Hey, look,
likely to
hey,
other black men. You
hey,
black cunt.
He's not British. He's not British. Kick this.
What am
That's
I
the
watching?
first mistake you made. He's not British.
What am I watching right now? Who's he arguing with right here? Who's he arguing with right here?
I give a f about you.
Oh, he's in a space with white supremacists?
Yeah. I told you he wasn't gonna have a conversation, bro. You just should have bought your
I
time.
had one question. You guys couldn't keep your mouth shut. Forget one question.
What was it?
I wanted to ask him about his boats and hoes. Runs party yachts for incel men. You guys got to come correct with some thoughtful questions.
All right.
What about it though? Like, were you just in there arguing with them? What about it? He's arguing, they kicked him out? I don't get it.
Go toward an
What's up, Cole? What's up, Cole? Bro, this guy's pissing me off. Everything about this guy is pissing me off, bro. Everything about this dude is a fucking failure, bro. He's on here talking about, you made me be this way, and you made me want to have sex with a lot of women, and you made me, because I watched your show nonstop, and it made me. Bro, if you don't shut your bitch ass up, bro, I can't even watch this fool, man. I can't watch this fool, bro. He basically was asked if he would leave the country once white men took the country over. But that's not happening. It's never happening. So that's like saying, would you leave the country if somebody became a dictator? That's not happening. That's not happening. We're talking about a scenario in which, you know how many times America has passed amnesty? You know how many times America has passed amnesty? You know how many times America has asked for immigrants to come? Even Donald Trump right now is asking for immigrants to come. He just wants them to come in legally. America's never going to be a full-on white country. It's not going to happen. It's never even been. That's never even been the case. He's helping him do what? What is he helping him do? Just run his mouth. What legislation has been passed? What I don't get it. Running your mouth does nothing. Whoa. Let's not mention that. All right. Let's not do that. Let's not go there. But listen. Let's not go there. But listen. Running your mouth on the internet does nothing. It does nothing. What did we see in recent years? In recent years, there was some Asian people that were getting bullied or beat up in the subways and all of that. And what happened? Immediately they got legislation. That's what changes the game. Legislation changes the game. When the government backs you, it changes the game. A bunch of people running your mouth, that does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. It just raises awareness to a certain extent, but it still does nothing. You could have motherfuckers going long rants about how they want a white country and whatever the fuck they want. It's not gonna do shit. Not gonna do shit unless they got strong lobbying behind them unless they got strong support from the government behind them. It's not gonna do shit. Bro. Hey, are you a nerd? Nerd, are you a mod on here, I'm gonna make you a mod, bro. Hold on, let me make you a mod. How the fuck do I make you a mod? Give me a second. I'm gonna make you a mod. If you don't mind. If you don't mind modding for me on freaking yeah, listen, ban that word for me. Ban that word. I don't want to see that word again in the chat. The one that starts with the J. Yeah, please. I don't know how to do it, but ban that word. No, no, no. Ban the word. The word shall be banned. Okay? Yeah, I don't want to get I'm not getting my channel took. Okay? Please. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's continue where we were at. All extremes are bad, by the way. All extremes are
Sex
bad.
escapade, which is, I guess, fine. But the reality is, I armed you with the tools to become an attractive guy, and you utilize that. You can't come back and get mad
No,
and
you
say,
didn't arm me
"Oh,
with that. I became attractive when I followed Jesus. That was it.
oh, okay." Now it's changing the story.
No, I'm not changing any story. It's one thing to be attractive in the sense of gaining sexual partners, but it's a completely different thing to be attractive to someone that wants to marry you and spend their life with you and have kids with you. Those are two completely different sexual
That
attractions.
is true.
If
That
I
is
walk
true.
in here looking like Thor, I'm 6'2" and shredded, obviously I'm going to be attractive to women, but it doesn't mean that that's a relationship that produces value for me and my family.
And again, everyone is different, right? For you, it took some time, and you found God, and you shifted. But the reality is, I gave you the skill set, and then you choose what you want to do. That's up to you, and you made that decision, not me. I just taught you what to do,
exactly.
how to do it.
It's on me 100%. I'm not placing blame on you. But what I'm telling you, from someone that listens
here's the other
to you,
thing
I'm
too
trying
that
to
you
let
got to
know
understand.
what happens when you speak to people and tell them to do these things.
Here's the other thing too. Like now you're operating with 20/20 hindsight. You went through it. You experienced
Correct.
it. You
That's
know.
true.
A lot of guys need to get their hand burned sometimes to figure out how things work. Because let's
Why?
be honest, men are very stubborn.
Why do they need to do that? If they find a God-fearing woman, they wouldn't do half the stuff you're talking about.
Well, they
Imagine finding a God-fearing woman in 2025. You slowpoke. I'm telling you, brother. Some of these dudes be lost. That's the thing. You take the tools that you given. You make the best of it. I'm telling you, bro. Dude does not deserve a fucking podcast. He's an NPC and a sheep.
So I have a couple of things. First off, throughout history, we've noticed that Western society was a lot more
Wait,
less
I want to
developed
see this
whenever women
part.
did not have rights compared to now that women do have rights. They are inventing things such as Ada Lovelace and coding and computers. And so how would you think life would be if we never got those rights and those things were never invented?
we'd be a better society probably.
Factual, 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 factual. Factual, 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 factual. We be flying into space, brother. We be flying cars, brother. We be, man, the Jetsons. We be the Jetsons. If you weren't up there with your stupid ass pink hair, saying dumb shit, saying all men are bad and blah, 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 we be flying with cars. Like right now, I could just fly to the Niagara Falls in my flying car with fuel that never ends. We would have fucking jetpacks. We would jetpack around the city, shoot laser beams. That's how life would be if we didn't have to deal with all the stupidity that came with giving women rights.
Well, we would have more nuclear families. We wouldn't have feminists. We wouldn't have strange progressive women that color their hair.
Thank
We
you.
would just basically be better off.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Less pointless conversations, more grind, more work, more progress, more actual progress.
As a society.
So you would
Because
be better
the
with
reality,
no income?
I find it interesting that like women will name like one or two inventions that they've made, but almost everything that we enjoy in modernity was made by men. Men are like 90% plus of the inventors. If we had to rely on female ingenuity, we'd probably still be rubbing sticks together.
99%.
A second one for you. What about majority of education professionals being women? So we are not only cultivating the young minds, but we are also fostering care and kindness in them.
Well, that's precisely why college is a joke now. As someone who graduated from college myself from a good school, the education system and academia in general
Big
just
ups to
become,
Mandem.
A libtard fest where people are operating not on reality and thinking that there's 99 genders and, this woke ideology, and it's kind of like the battlegrounds for that. So the universities have morphed from a place where you can get a higher education, become more intelligent, and get a job into the real world versus, just pushing a political agenda. And this is why women are starting to dominate men in college attendance, because men are kind of catching on that college is a scam in most cases.
Just to clarify, I wasn't speaking specifically of college educators. I meant more of your public school system educators, so your K through 12 and things like that.
She does not have a pretty face. You think that's a pretty face? If she took that ring out, got some LASIK, lost some weight, and got rid of the hair, she could maybe be a 5, maybe. But right now she's like a 2. Like, that's something I would only fuck if it was a super mega drought. Mega drought, brother. Mega drought. I'm talking about like 6 months drought. Then I would be like, oh shit, I'll fuck her. You know what I mean? On a regular night, you can catch something way better than this, just out and about. Wait till my glasses come in. I'll show you guys.
Sure. What's your particular question?
Majority of those people that work in those education fields are women. So we are the ones that spend majority of the time with the children. And we are the ones cultivating their minds, making
What
sure they're
about her
educated and
face? What about her face? The fucked up teeth? The fucked up teeth, the goddamn wrinkled up forehead because of the overweight, the fucked up hair. What about her face?
kind people. So how do you think that would be if we didn't have rights to teach?
Well, again, you guys are able to do that because men have stabilized and civilized the world for you to be able to do that.
Facts.
But that's not like, okay. So if we were to obey a man, then theoretically
Within a relationship.
Within a relationship.
I'm speaking specifically like if you're in a relationship together, it's the woman's job to obey her man.
Right.
Why? Why not the other way around? Who says what? You?
You see, this right here is why we don't have flying cars. Are you guys watching? Are you guys paying attention? That right there, what she said, is why we don't have flying cars. First of all, she's not average. She's way below average. Average women, you could get something way better than this. She's way below average. Second of all, what she said just now is the reason why we don't have flying cars. Why? Why do we listen to a man? Listen. You have a nice little phone in your pocket where you can dial 911 and a man will show up and protect you. So you think you don't need a man. You think you don't need a man. But if we took all of that away and there was no electrical grid that was created by a man, and there was no plumbing created by a man, and there was no houses created by a man, and you were cold and it was dark, you wouldn't be like, hey guys, everyone listen to me with my pink hair. You would look around, you would see the strongest man, and you would just follow him immediately. You look around, you'll see a man starting a fire, and you would get close to him immediately. and do exactly what he says so he can let you stay by his fire. But since the world has changed, you feel as if you can do whatever, and okay, do whatever.
Well, because women can't lead anything. The only thing they can lead is to the end of the relationship. Simply doesn't work when women are in the power position in a relationship because women don't respect weak men that lead them, that they're leading.
Okay, no, a woman's not going to respect a weak man, but if they're both equals, then there will be mutual respect between both of them. And
But
that
that's the
is when it
problem.
should
Men and women are
thrive.
not equal.
You see, once again, this is why. This is why we have to pump 93 into our cars and drive on highways and not just fly when we want to go places. How are men and women not equal? Well, bitch, I don't bleed once a month. I can knock a grown man out cold. I'm not scared when I walk through an alley. When I go places, I look people in the eye. I don't put my head down. You avoid contact because you're avoiding predators. I'm not. I'm a predator. So I'm looking around. So if a motherfucking predator sees me, I want him to know I'm not prey. Life is different for a man than it is for a woman. So for you to ask that, it's just stupid. It's just flat out stupid, bro. Flat out.
We're the ones that give you life. Why is there no respect for that?
Well,
Listen.
actually, technically, we put our semen into you, and that's what creates life, not you guys. You guys just incubate.
Actually, semen can be performed and created in a lab, so we don't even need you anymore. Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at that.
You see, and this is why we don't fly, guys. Listen, the Kanye thing, I'm not gonna lie. That was too much for me, bro. That was too much for me. We tried it yesterday. Too much for me. Too much. I can't. I cannot. I cannot. Absolutely cannot. It was foul. It felt gross. The song is insane. I I don't even know what to say no more about that shit. That shit was nuts. That's all I'll say about it. It was just crazy, bro. Um, let's see.
Means I need a woman that's going to follow my lead, not a woman that's going to come in and create a bunch of pandemonium and do whatever she feels like. Because when women do stupid shit, they hurt us. I'll give you guys an example. I'm sure you guys remember roughly 2 years ago? Will Smith, legendary actor, sitting at a red table with his wife, right? And guess what happens? She goes ahead and says some stupid shit. Oh, I had a, what's the term? An entanglement, right? I had an entanglement. And in that instant, bam, career gone. Nobody remembers iRobot. Nobody remembers I Am Legend. Nobody remembers Men in Black. Nobody remembers Independence Day. Nobody remembers Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Nothing. All I remember seeing was Will Smith sitting at a table with red eyes, on the verge of tears from his woman embarrassing him on TV.
In front of the entire world. In front of the entire world.
Understanding that the law is a teacher and, kind of like laws and kind of shape like social taboos and kind of the society we want to live in. So kind of going off that, would you support banning women from higher education and repealing the 19th Amendment?
Repealing the 19th Amendment for sure. I don't think women should vote.
That's all. That's fine.
And I know some people, that's probably
Yes.
a shocker for some people.
Yes,
Well,
I agree.
Instead of laughing, let me explain why. There's actually
Yes, I agree. Now, higher education, they should be able to educate themselves if they wanted to. I'm not tripping on that, but vote, yes, because literally they don't die at war. Women don't die at war. They do join the military and do office jobs in the military, but they don't die at war. There's no women that die in combat. You can look up the stats. Somebody look up the stats how many women have died in combat since the 19th Amendment. You can count them with one hand. You can count them. It's got to be maybe 100 at the most. Men die by the thousands. By the thousands. No. No one's generalizing. No one's saying they're bad or good. I'm just saying they don't have no skin in the game. They don't have no skin in the game, brother. So they don't need to be voting. They got no skin in the game.
Actually, a very logically sound reason why women shouldn't vote, and I'll go into it right now. So, here's the thing. If you're gonna vote, you need to have skin in the game, right? Because
Look at
you know,
him.
if
He
you're gonna
said
vote,
the
you can
same shit I
effectively
said.
Put in the commander in chief of the United States, who can, you know, obviously send armed forces over to other countries and get involved in wars, right? Now, here's the problem. Women don't have to join the selective service. I mean, I'm sure a lot of women here probably
He
don't even know
said
what
the
the selective
same
service
exact
is.
shit I said.
The selective service is basically once you turn 18 as a man in the United States, you have to enroll in it, and if you don't, you could get penalty
Big up the
of
man them
fine,
joining.
you can get put in jail. It's a very serious offense. And then on top of that, you don't get certain opportunities. You don't get loans. You can't get a government job, a state job.
Yeah, as soon as I turn 18, they send me my draft card. And if shit went up, I was going to fucking war. I don't want somebody voting unless they got a draft card and they're ready to fucking go to war and actually fight.
Basically makes you almost damn near a convicted felon. So if you're not in the selective service, it messes you up as a man. But as a woman, it's you don't have to go into it. So I look at it like this. If women are going to go ahead and be able to vote, I think they need to have skin in the game. And I find it ridiculous that a woman could put someone into office that will send a man to war when she
Oh
doesn't
no,
have skin
he
in the
went
game.
too far. He went too far in this. I think it's because of his religion, but you also have to understand, like, a lot of the liberties that we are enjoying today is because of people who fought. It's because of people who fought and died, you know? So it's, we can kind of look at it one way, but it is what it is. Yeah, and I get that sentiment. For sure. But at the same time, it has to happen. You're part of the country. You're part of let's just say fraternity, whatever. You got to go to war if it happens. You might not want to be a part of it, but shit, it is what it is. You can't be it when you want to and not be it when you don't want to. Oh, 100%, bro. A lot of times. Most times, if you ask me, but it's just part of it, though, brother. If you go in any country, it's the same way. Look at Ukraine right now. They're getting slaughtered in Ukraine. Have you seen those videos? How they recruit people. Like, if you're a man of age to fight, actually even older, it doesn't matter. They'll grab you and you go into fucking war. They don't give a fuck. It's part of it. You're part of that country. You enjoy that country's liberties. Hey, you're gonna fight if it goes up. Bro, it's not one of those jails you want to go to, bro. It's like military prison. That's a whole different ballpark, brother. I agree, but shit, it is what it is, though. I agree, but it is what it is. That's the system. This is why you vote to try and keep somebody in office that doesn't want war, that isn't gonna send you to war or send your kids to war. Yeah, but the Bible also says to follow the rules of the land. And if one rule is to go to war, then that's what you got to do. That's the thing. Violence has always been a part of violence has always been in the world since forever, right? Cain killed Abel, bro. Violence is there. Sometimes you have to partake. Unfortunately, I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying oh yeah, war is awesome, but it happens, bro. What are you gonna do? It fucking happens. You have to sometimes defend yourself. Hey, would I like to hurt somebody? No. If somebody comes in my house to try and hurt me, am I gonna hurt them? Of course. That's just part of it. It's part of life. Man, listen, I ain't even gonna lie. We can't even react to that stream because that stream went off the fucking hinges with it. He went all the way, all the way. I can't do that. We cannot do that, unfortunately.
Hey, baby.
What's up?
Can I say the N-word?
Nope. You cannot say the N-word. You ain't that cool, nigga. I say it. Nigga, 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 nigga dance here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, what would you rate him on a scale of 1 to 10?
With that big ass cowboy, it's a 0.
Man, you got a big ass head too.
What?
You got a big head?
And do. It's pretty as fuck.
Who lied to you?
Nobody. You. Are you trying to roast? George Lopez? Are you trying to roast?
Yeah.
Felipe? You trying to roast?
Yeah.
You're not even in my tax bracket.
He said Shaquiki. It's
Exactly. I'm
funny.
way out of your league.
How? Where?
Look at me.
You shorter than me.
That don't mean nothing.
You weigh less than me.
That don't mean nothing.
Your drip ain't dripping.
I look
How
organic.
much money you make?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he gets money. I know that guy. He goes viral all the time. He gets money.
You're taking the L.
My name is Lonnie. For a lot of pussy and a lot of games.
Oh man. Oh man. Women have to stop putting all of their value in their pussy, man. Jeez. Louise. Let's see what she got to say.
To think about how many people have opinions about me, especially people who've probably like never consumed any of my content, which is understandable. Like that's just what happens probably when you're online for so long. But my main point is actually, as much as sometimes it bothers me to feel like my name is known in circles that I don't affiliate with or that are not a part of my community.
I would shove her face in a pillow. Makeup all over my pillow. On the dead homies. On the dead homies, I would have her fucking making hella sandwiches. On the dead homies. On the dead homies, I would have her calling me like, hey, it's raining outside. Be sure to drive safe. On the dead homies, bro.
The upside is sometimes I'll bring such nice people to my defense and I'm like I'm shocked. My heart is warm. I am flattered when I see people stand up for me that I never expect to, especially other streamers and stuff. You know what I mean? Kason just said he wants to do a pokey fish.
This little fake persona. You said LTG said military CQC training. That's that bullshit that the that security guards get at clubs too. CQC training. I went to military school, brother. I know that that's bullshit. I know martial arts for real. I would beat him and you up if you think he's tough. I would beat you up too, straight up, and we could test it.
Pokethon? I was in the middle of something.
Hey, Pokimane would throw all of this fake persona away once she gets with an actual man. An actual man. You dig? But I don't personally hate Pokimane. I think I don't know nothing about her, but I think she's cool at what she does, right? She's well known. So she's probably good at what she does, right? I don't know. I want to read the text that Shannon Sharp just exposed, but at the same time, we cannot because they're very explicit. But let's see his response.
Speak to you directly and from the heart. Then, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should...
Yo, Unc be out here fucking. Unc be fucking these hoes. Hey, listen. Let Unc get his nut off. Let Unc get his nut off, bro. Unc be fucking these hoes, boy. Y'all saw when he went live? Man, Unc be fucking these hoes, boy. He be dogging these bitches. Unc be taking that damn... He take that damn, what you call it? What's that shit called? The honey. He takes the honey. He just be dogging these bitches, bro. Man, listen, man. If you get to that age and you can still dog yourself a little 22-year-old Joan, shit. You better go for it. You better go for it. You about to die and shit. You gonna die soon, shit. Go for it. Let's check her out, though. Let's check her out. I'm trying to check her out. Red homies, I'm trying to check her out, man. Hold on. What we working with? This is her? Okay. This is her. Unc be dogging these hoes, bruh. Boy, Unc be eating, boy. I ain't lying. Man, listen, man. Y'all better get off Unc dick, bruh. He be eating, bro. He eat good, boy. He be feasting. Man, listen, man. If I'm 60 and I'm fucking me something like this, man, y'all better leave me the fuck alone, bruh. I'm 60, bro. I done put in the work. I done did what I had to do. Now let me get my nut off, bro. Red homies, what the fuck? Oh, man. Unc be eating, boy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Man, let me zoom out just a little bit. I don't want y'all to get shook. Don't pull out the lotion either, bruh. Man, Unc be eating, boy. Boy, listen, boy. If you get to that age, bruh, and you get to eat like this, boy, listen. Man, listen, man. Y'all better get off Unc dick, bruh. Y'all better get off Unc dick, boy. Listen. Boy, listen. Man, Unc be eating, boy. Man, look, man. Hold on, man. My chair too damn low. I like my beat down low. And my top lay back. Boy, listen, boy. If you get to that age, you get to eat like this. It ain't no man in the world that's turning that down, bruh. Man, that thing come your way swinging like that, man. Little pretty hair smelling good, man. The fuck? Man, listen, man. Better fall back, man. Unc, eat, boy. Listen. Oh, no. This is criminal. This is criminal. This is criminal. Man, if that thing got that grip too, man. If she got that latex glove grip, man, listen, man. You ever put on a latex glove? You know how hard it is to put on. You got to goddamn, man, listen. If you struggling to get in there, man, listen, man. Unc be eating, bro. I ain't lying, bro. She clearly lying, though. 100%. Allegedly. Don't sue me. But she clearly lying, though. Come on, man. Man, I'm sticking that Excalibur in that bitch, man. Man, listen, man. Y'all better leave me the fuck alone, too. I don't want to hear shit, boy. If I'm old like that, I put in the work like that. I'm at that age, bro, and I still can slang dick, bro. Y'all better leave me the fuck alone, man. Leave me alone, bro. Don't mind my business. Mind your own fucking business. Unc be eating, boy. I ain't lying, boy. You said she ain't got no curves. That joint got cake on her, bro. Ain't that joint, man? What, man? I ain't lying. I hate when they do this kind of shit to Unc, man. Bro, younger women love older men. Younger women love older men, bro. What we talking about here? You're so confused. Younger women love older men. What the fuck are y'all talking about here? You ain't going for it? Come on, man. You just a man. You going for it. He 54. So what? So what? He's 54. So what? That means he can't fuck? He's not allowed to fuck because he's 54? Is that what you're saying? You 54 in the top 0.11111. That's you. That's you. That's you. That ain't him. He want to go for it, bruh. He like that little thing, bro. Come on, bro. I don't blame him at all. That little thing sitting on something that'll keep you warm. I don't blame him at all, bro. Shit. I don't blame him at all. What's her name? We finna see what's up with her, bro. That's your thing, though. Like, if he want to eat however he want to eat, I don't think people should be in his business. Them is two adults. Them is two adults. I don't get it. What's the problem? It don't matter, bro. What? So what? So he can't fuck a hoe? Cause why? He can fuck whatever you want, bro. It's America, bro. You do whatever the fuck you want to do here, bro. Shit, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do worldwide, man. Unc is a multi-millionaire. Straight up. He probably got 10 of them things like that in rotation, bro. 10 of them things in rotation. I don't see no problem with that. Let him have it, shit. Let him have it. I don't see no problem with that. What's the outrage? No, he went live. He was piping something on live. But that don't mean nothing. I'm just saying, shit. I'm just saying, bro. Whatever age you at, as long as you're fucking with somebody who's of age, man, that's their business, man. That ain't nobody else's business. That ain't nobody else's business, bro. No one else should get involved. Why the hell are people getting involved? Trying to criticize. He might not even be paying, though. You gotta think that man got all kind of goddamn... That man got all kind of sponsors. He a millionaire. This is what I don't understand, bro. Like, I don't know. I guess most men don't have enough experience with women, bro. That's what it is, bro. Listen, when you're a man, bro, you could be 50, 60, whatever. If you could provide value to a woman, you can fuck them. Understand? So, this is why women don't like dating dudes that are younger. They usually think they can't do shit for them. You know, Unc is a millionaire. He could literally just goddamn, what you need? A flight? Pff, nothing. Well, are we hanging out for a week in a cabana? Nothing. It's nothing to him. He lives differently. So what? Y'all want to goddamn regulate? Do some legislation? Oh, if you're 54, you can only fuck 30-year-olds. But then you're taking people's fucking... You're taking people's right to just choose. What makes you think he was simping? Everything is not simping. What makes you think he was simping? He's just piping. That don't mean shit. He piping. He's piping and he's rich. He's rich as fuck. And he's piping. Who cares? Let him do what he do. That shit weird, bro. That shit weird as fuck to me. If she started OnlyFans tomorrow, nobody would care. Oh my God. Bro, you just don't understand life, bro. That's all. That's a lot of ass, bro. No bad.
Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm
All right. How I sound like Fresh? Please explain to me how I sound like Fresh. Are you saying you want to regulate his penis? Are you saying you want to regulate what he can do with his money? Simping is when you're doing shit for women that's not doing shit for you. That's simping. If a bitch come over and you fuck her, and then you like, hey, here, get you Starbucks on me, and you give her like a $20 bill in the morning, that's not simping. That's not simping. Simping is like, babe, please, here's 10,000. Will you please hang out with me? Please, here's another 5,000. Will you please hang out with me? That's simping, dog. Simping is chasing bitches that don't even give you no play. If a bitch is giving you play, why not? Hey, I'm gonna order breakfast. You want some? Why not? That's straight. Nothing wrong with that. He didn't give her no substantial amounts of money. So how's he simping? I don't get it. I don't see it. Me personally, I don't see it. How's that simping? So if I'm fucking a hoe and then one day I feel like going out to eat and I just invite one to come with me to go eat, I'm simping? What you want me to sit down with a dude and eat? I don't want to sit down with a dude and eat. I want to sit down with a woman and eat. So I'm gonna pay for this meal. If I sit down with a dude and eat, one of my homies, I'll probably pay for the meal anyways. Am I simping for the homie? Everything is a simp now? Y'all are losing the definition of these words because they're overusing them. It's okay, bro, if you're in a situation with a woman and you're dating her, it's okay to do okay stuff with her. That's okay. That's normal shit, bro. That's normal. It's not simping. Simping is what these weirdos do with like these OF chicks. That's simping. They'll never get to touch them. They'll never get to do nothing. You're just giving her money. Well, that's the thing. We don't know if he was just paying for a service. We don't know that. We don't know that at all. We just know that they were fucking. And we don't even know if he gave her money or not. We don't know that either. We just know they were fucking. That's it. And when you're fucking a bitch, you feed the bitch sometimes. You take the bitch sometimes places. That's just normal. Because you also got to think, it upgrades your fun when you take a girl with you somewhere. It's not just for her, it's for you too. I wouldn't pay either. But if I'm hanging out with a shorty and we're vibing and we're fucking, I'll take her to a fun park. We can go there. We can go to, I don't know, a light show. We can go to the art show. We can go to a carnival. That's fun for me too. And it's good company. Fuck is all the money for? Fuck is all the money for if it's not the goddamn better my life? And it's better in my life to have some round, thick thing around me. So come on, bro. Y'all got to stop with this. Simping is what these dudes do where it's like, let me see your trash can. I'll send you $1,000. That's simping. Not, hey, you know what? Last night was fun. Let's go for lunch. That's not simping, bro. Just regular shit. That's just regular male-female interactions. Thank you. Thank you. You said it. Getting played, getting paid, getting played and never getting any play and spending money, that's simping. That you're a simp. You're a weirdo. But if it's a woman who you're dealing with, you're sexually involved with her, you're intimate with her, It's okay to hang with her. It's okay to do little things with her. It's okay if you're somewhere and you want her to fly in and see you. That's okay. That's normal. The fuck is wrong with that? Liking women is not simping, bro. If you don't like women, that's weird. I don't get how everything is simping to everybody nowadays. Everything is a simp nowadays. Oh, you're simping. You're simping. It's like, bro, I'm just chatting with a shorty. I like her. We're fucking. We go out to eat. Normal. That's what I'm saying. They're assuming, but they don't know. You know why they're assuming? Because they just look at him as you look at him as a 54-year-old man, right? It's just like, bro, he's a star. You think he needs the simp? He has thousands of women throwing themselves at him. He's a star. He's a millionaire. He's famous. He's in shape. He's tall. He doesn't need the simp. He doesn't. Oh. I've had women who I like come flying to come see me, and I pay for their flights and stuff like that. Women I'm in relationships with and stuff like that. That's just normal though. Like it's weird if you don't. Like that's weird. I don't know. That's weird to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And then if you go out to eat with a shorty and you're like, hey, pay your shit because I'm not a simp. That's also very weird, bro. Straight up. But then again, fucking a lot of women is gay. We know this, right? Fucking a bunch of women is gay. Dating a woman is gay. This is a fact. Dating a woman is gay. Having a girlfriend is gay. Look at this, yo. Look at this. 444,000 views in the past 48 hours. Wait, let me clean the screen off. Okay, there we go. 444,000 views in the past 48 hours. This is in real time too. I'll move it so you can see. It's in real time. And it keeps going up. No, that's my main channel. My main channel has almost 500,000 views in the past 2 days. Y'all want to see how much money I made off of one short? Y'all want to see how much money I made off of one short in my main channel? No, I don't. I only stream on here. Streaming kills your algorithm. Look. Look, hold on, wait. This is how much money I made off of one short on my main channel. Can y'all see it? $61 off of one short on my main channel. By the way, one short that's only 18 seconds long. Pretty decent, huh? I need y'all to help me come up with a good old website name. I need y'all to help me come up with a good website name, bro. But you motherfuckers don't ever help me with shit. Oh. That's one channel on YouTube. My Facebook analytics. Hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. My Facebook analytics too. I'm not gonna go through analytics, but just know it's a lot. But here's what I want to do. I want to create a landing space for us. Also, I want to have my own exclusive merch on there. Also, I created a whole YouTube course that I want to put on there for people to fuck with. Also, I would like to be somebody that people could talk to, almost like that other gentleman that joined the chat the other day. He was having a conversation with me directly. I want to add a feature on there where people can talk to me directly. Like we can have a phone conversation, no problem, about anything. We can have a phone conversation about business. We can have a phone conversation about women. We can have a phone conversation about YouTube. We can have a phone conversation about life. I don't give a fuck. Also, when I start doing my IRL content, when I get my glasses, when they come in, a lot of the breakdowns I will be doing on my website. The videos will be free. You guys can watch them. But the breakdowns to the videos, I'll do them on my website. Because that'll be for people who are actually interested in certain things that I'm doing, not just watching it for entertainment. It's for the people that want to learn the behind the scenes. Not the behind the scenes. I guess the people that want to learn. Bro, my brain is starting to shut down a little bit, but I'm going to stretch the stream for a little while longer. People that want to learn the knowledge, actually. I'm going to put it all on the website. I need a name. I just can't think of a fucking name. And it'll be dope. It'll help build the community because all of the platforms I don't want to do Patreon. Patreon takes a cut. I want to do my own website, my own domain, my own all my shit. That way we can also do uncensored shit over there. Like we can do fully uncensored shit over there, no problem. You know what I'm saying? And eventually I'll add a tab on there where I'll go live on there too. And we could just do live streams over there free again. And it would be uncensored. You know what I mean? Like all the way. We could talk about whatever, do whatever, say whatever. Because when I'm on YouTube, I'm on these platforms, I have to censor myself. If not, they'll take me off. So I have to censor myself. But once I have my website up and running, which I'm going to have it developed, that's no problem. I just need a name. That's the only thing I need is a fucking name. Bro, y'all try harder, bro. Prince and the Knights is... It's G-A-Y. Try harder. Use ChatGPT. Use something. Give me a motherfucking idea, bro. And then we'll all kind of come with it together and vote on it and shit. I like it like that. I said I like it like that. Damn, they saying Vitaly might get life over there in the Philippines. Why the fuck would he get fucking life in the Philippines, dude? That is wild shit.
So guys, it's been a year now since the Disparate Goomba got exposed for being the biggest simp on the internet. The dude who teaches men how to pull women. The dude who gives advice to men on how to get women turned out to be the biggest simp on the internet. That is beyond embarrassing, but you guys know what's funny? Most people weren't even surprised when that news came out. I swear to God, I wasn't surprised at all. Cause listen.
You see what he does is simping. Hey, I just met you. I'll give you a bracelet. That's simping. Hey, I just met you. Come on this yacht. Semi-simping. Not really, but semi. Not really, because I'm not even going to say that. Because you're going to go on the yacht. You want girls on there anyway, so why not invite girls on there? So, not even going to say that. But, yeah.
guys. If you're a grown person with eyesight and a brain, you don't even need 2 eyes, 1 is enough. As a matter of fact, you don't even need eyes even if you're blind. If you're a grown person with 1 working ear, 1 is enough. And a brain, you can clearly hear that this guy is a sim. You can hear in his voice that he lies about being a player. This guy is not no player. This guy is a desperate Goomba sim who claims that, think about this, on some level, girls find BBC very attractive.
Fresh ain't the most good-looking dude, but he got 1,000 bodies.
Yo,
Come on
bro.
now.
Nigga, you a bunch of fat bitches. He told y'all niggas this.
Hold on.
Fresh and smashed a bunch of whales.
Hold on, caller. You're equating looks to smashing only. Bro, there's so many other factors out there to smash. Mouthpiece, game, having frame. Bro, looks is not the only thing, my friend. Dude, I know guys that are 6'7", good-looking paws. I don't smash nothing. What's your point here?
Is this
I agree. It takes those things to smash, but 1,000 bodies, I'll never believe that shit, brother, unless you paid 1,000 prostitutes. Also, smashing fat girls, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. Sometimes smashing a good old little chunky joint gets you that momentum. So you smash 2 chunky joints and then you get to your nice little 7, your nice little pretty mid. So I mean, yeah, smashing fat, ain't nothing wrong with smashing a fat joint here and there. I've smashed fat joints before, bro. No bap. No, bro. Try again, bro. It's getting better though. It's getting better, but try again.
This Goomba trying to tell us that he got mouthpiece?
That's the roll off
guy
the
who
tongue.
cannot finish a sentence without choking is telling me he got mouthpiece in game? The guy who sounds like he's chewing on cock 24/7 is out here telling me that he has mouthpiece in game. This is just embarrassing. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I actually believe that Fresh really thinks that he's a player. In his head, he really believes that, and that's because he still be smashing hoes. I'm not denying that Fresh smashes hoes. I actually believe that his
If it is or it isn't, it doesn't bother me. I don't care either way. If it is or it isn't. Yeah, I also want to do like fitness tips on there. We could do like fighting tips on there, stuff like that. We could just have a community where we all build, and eventually I can have people from my community become creators too on there and just kind of also push, good ideas and good value. I guess it's like a fraternity type thing, It's like, I'm not going to say a gang because that's the urban thing to say, right? No, it's not a fucking gang. It's like a fraternity type. No, because that sounds ego, like it's just about me. It's not just about me. I wanna once my shit goes even further than it is right now, I'm gonna blow the fuck through the roof, and I want to add to my arsenal by adding different personalities to my associates, and then those people can also add to my audience their value. You see what I'm trying to say? No, man, that sounded weak as hell.
Body count is so high. I don't know about 1,000. 1,000 is crazy. But his body count has to be high because he does smash hoes. Now, does that make him a player? Not at all. This Goomba lives in Miami and he's rich and famous. Do you think Miami hoes are not gonna smash him? If a virgin 19-year-old girl moves to Miami for 2 years, she's leaving Miami with at least 20 bodies. Miami is full of gold-digging hoes. Now, because he smashes gold-digging hoes, he thinks he's a player. This Goomba is so stupid and narrow-minded, he thinks smashing hoes is equal to making them fall in love. And the reason he thinks he has mouthpiece in game is because when he goes on dates, girls cry laughing at how stupid he sounds. But in his delusional big noggin, he's thinking, check about this, she's laughing at my jokes. That means on some level, she's in love. I mean, guys, just look at this. This is the POV of a girl on a date with Fresh. He just looks funny, and imagine he tells a joke. Of course, they're gonna laugh. I would laugh too. So in this video, we're talking about Myron bringing up the Chinese prostitute prostitute a year after that whole situation just to defend Fresh from the simp allegations that we all know are true.
The world and civilized it for these to tell us what to do. Absolutely ridiculous.
And you know what they've done as well? They've taken attacks on people that are in the industry and use it to destroy the industry. For example, downplaying the message itself has become normal because now most people are like, oh, he got caught in this, or oh, this happened to that person, so now I don't want to hear what I got to say. But ultimately, it's going to happen to you too at some point.
First of all, even before the Chinese hooker situation, no man in his right mind would.
Fresh is a ugly fucker, though. I'll tell you that. Fresh look like the gum on the bottom of my shoe, man. Fresh looks like an ex-boxer, but he's never boxed a day in his life. He looks like he's wearing a mask on top of his face. He's all wrinkled. He's barely 30-something. Wrinkled like a motherfucker. Fat. Just ugly features. Like, Fresh is so lucky he hit the lotto, bro. No, bro, that's degen. That's degen. He's so lucky he hit the lotto with the podcast, bro. If not, this dude would never in the history of ever fuck with hoes. And this is why he said he married a single mom. Like, that's the type of dude he actually is. He's the type of dude to marry a single mom.
Take dating advice from you, Fresh. If you're a grown-ass man who takes dating advice from this socially awkward, ugly retard, you gotta be failing at life miserably. I mean, just think about this. We all think that Walter is an unlikable, insufferable, disgusting creature. The hoes he goes on dates with think the same. It's not like he's only unlikable on camera, and when the camera goes off, all of a sudden he's the charming Goomba. This 32-year-old man is socially awkward, and the only reason he's smashing hoes is because Miami is full of gold-digging hoes that would smash any man with some clout and money. And did you guys hear what he said at the end? Ultimately,
This is true. This is true. That is true. Anything with money.
it's gonna happen to you at some point. He didn't say it might happen to you or probably would happen to you. He said it's gonna happen to you. First, you're actually right. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. But for you to be a
Look, whoever comes up with the best name for my website gets a free membership to my website forever. With that one. Best name for my website gets a free motherfucking membership to my website forever. Forever and ever 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 and ever. No, 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 no. We won't be doing that. We won't be doing that. But free membership for sure. Free membership, free exclusive. He said 5%. 5%, brother. I'm not giving up percentages. You crazy? You think I'm a goofy or something? Come on, brother. That's crazy. You know what? You know what? It makes this moment so much more dope. And you guys are here right before the absolute blow up. You know? You guys are here right before the absolute blow up. You don't even know. Like, when I first started this YouTube shit, I would literally get like, well, I'm not even gonna lie. My first video went kind of crazy, but I would get like, I would celebrate 1,000 views. I would celebrate the fuck out of 1,000 views. I'm like, oh my God, 1,000 views. That's a fuckload. Now it's like, I expect thousands and thousands and thousands of views. Not only that, I also have, I'm not going to say, but there's other channels that, you know. But yeah, it's like the learning curve. Even when I listen to my early videos and I listen to the audio, it was so awful. The aesthetic was awful. Everything was awful. Now it's such a great quality, bro. And it's all through trial and tribulation. Prince of the Underground, no sir. That sounds like some rap shit. It's all through trials and tribulations. It's all through hard work. It's all through dedication. It's all through determination. And it's insane because I honestly, I never thought that this would be the way I would go when it comes to the YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? I never thought that it would like take such a big part of my life over type shit where I would fall in love with it in a sense. The content grind is it's a fucking awesome grind, dude. It's an awesome grind. Especially for a person like me because I got like strong ideals and it helps me connect with people who are like-minded to a certain extent. That's a bad name too. It helps me connect with people who are like-minded to a certain extent. And when I see people who are like-minded, I realize like, oh shit, I'm not alone like in my thinking, you know? Like I remember making a short and in my short I went off about how if I call the police, I don't want a woman showing up. Like I want like a strong, muscle up dude showing up. And I made a short about that and it went up. That shit got like 15,000 views, right? And a lot of people were agreeing with me and I was like, bro, it's awesome to know I'm not just a silent majority or a silent minority. Like my side is kind of loud too. I just haven't connected with them all the way, you know? I haven't connected with them all the way. And I plan on doing so. For sure, I plan on expanding different things, going in different directions. But I already know once I do my IRL content, my POV content, that's just gonna go through the fucking roof. That's just gonna mark my words. What the fuck day is today? April 23rd. And on April 23rd, I told y'all at 1:43 in the morning. Once I do my POV content, that shit's gonna hit millions. I'm talking about millions. Millions and millions. That shit's gonna be everywhere. You're gonna see it on Twitter. You're gonna see it everywhere. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go nuts. I already know it. I already know it. And no one can stop it. No one can stop it. I'm gonna get my Ray-Bans. I'm gonna put the little tape over them. And we're gonna do some POV fun ass shit. Yeah. I don't know if millions of dollars. That could be in the works, you know, but more so like millions of views, millions of people just fucking with me. Millions of people that I could connect with to a certain extent. And that's why I want the website. So make it easy to pull everybody together, you know? So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. But I don't know if I'll be going live once it does that because I don't really like having like lives with I like having concise lives with small amount of people so that way we could just chop it up if my chat was moving at 100 miles an hour, I wouldn't fucking be reading it, you know? So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't ever go live on my main channel. I wonder what would happen if I did. Everything's a blessing from God, though. And I love God. And since I speak with God, he speaks back, you know? And he's showing me a direction, and I think I'm gonna leap of faith and jump that way. You know, that's a bad name, also, brother. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting next. It's gonna be an exciting summer. It's gonna be an exciting next 6 months, bro. Next 6 months, you guys are gonna see so much crazy shit. I mean, it's just gonna make that belief in me even higher, because you guys are like before the blow up, so you guys kind of understand, like, y'all see the unfinished product, but it's there, right? Like you see the diamond before the polish. The polish is coming. The polish is coming, brother. And I just went on a long rant while half asleep. Yeah. All right, guys. Now I'm really gonna go to sleep though, 'cause I'm falling asleep here. But tomorrow I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna be on earlier, and yeah, we could just handle shit. Y'all boys be easy though. Y'all boys be safe, and yeah.